Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am a poorly impersonated British person, and I would like to welcome you all to yet another glorious episode in the Life of a Main series. Now today, we have an excellent episode for you all. Aside from my clearly impeccable British accent I picked up by watching a few videos. Also by talking to myself for hours on end alone in my basement, you know, like some kind of crazy person. The subject in today's episode is one of the highest caliber. She has one of the most glorious and distinguished features out of all champions in League of Legends. A feature that only the most civilized of men and some women may take interest in, myself included. I'm talking, of course, about glorious legs. Yes, today we will be talking about none other than the cupcake-loving, tea-drinking legs that go on for days, Sheriff of Piltover, Caitlyn.
Alright, you primitives, listen up. This is my boomstick.
I never see it coming.
I saw it coming.
Shit. Oh, what up? What up, yo?
Fuck him up, Corky!
Kill that bitch! Yes! Leave!
Ah, yes, Caitlyn. The champion that I picked up way back when I first started playing League, because I was too mechanically challenged to pick any other champion. Plus, she made my pants feel funny, so it was kind of a win-win situation, of course. I've always had a thing for British accents, and snipers. Back in my Halo 3 days, you wouldn't find me anywhere else other than the back of the base of Valhalla, sniping my cares away into anything that moved. Sometimes that included my teammates, and the small fluffy animals that inhabited the map. Well, there's that, and finding creative new ways to assassinate people in Reach. Which is how I ended up having one of the highest assassination kill counts worldwide. I guess I just had a thing for shoving something hard and long inside people constantly, oh ho 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 ho. But that, my friends, is a story for another day. Today, we are here to talk about Caitlyn. Now, Caitlyn is a... Okay, I'm gonna stop with the whole accent thing now. Jesus Christ, if I kept that up any longer, I probably would have had to stop brushing my teeth and eventually sail out to sea to invade America. Get him. Slurp him.
Okay, hold on.
Anyway, hey there everybody, I am your friendly neighborhood commenter and YouTuber, Dacnomaniac Used Fly, and I am here to bring you yet another episode in my Life of a Main series. Shit, I am really sorry that it took me so long to make one of these. I had the motivation like a really long time ago, but during that time the champion was permabanned, and I refused to play anything else besides draft pick, because there's so much fucking bullshit in League of Legends nowadays, that it was really hard to get footage. And now Caitlyn, she's alright. But I seriously had the script just like sitting on my desktop for months. Just sitting there. Staring at me. Menacingly! So anyway, like my brilliantly sounding British counterpart has already explained to you, we are going to talk about Caitlyn today. Now Caitlyn is probably my second favorite champion in League of Legends. She was the champion that I used to main way back when I first started playing League. That, of course, was before Poppy's rework happened, and then I started to play her so much because, oh my god, look at that face. How can you say no to that face? How? So I feel like I have a very extensive knowledge about the life of someone who mains Caitlyn. But before we get into that, let's go over Caitlyn and exactly who she is. Now Caitlyn was the daughter of a very successful Hextech engineer and statesman in Piltover. One day, when her father was returning home from selling his various gadgets and swimsuit magazine subscriptions, he was robbed by a couple of muggers out on the streets. Now Caitlyn's strong desire to be like her hero Batman finally came into fruition, and that night she snuck out of her house and tracked down the people who robbed her father and brought them to justice. Now her parents weren't really all that into her trying to fight crime, but she insisted on doing it because it's what Alfred would have wanted. Not knowing who this Alfred person was concerned her parents, but they outfitted her with all kinds of Hextech gadgets to help her with all of her sleuthing needs. And by the time she was older, she had cleared out pretty much all the crime in Piltover, and because of that, Demacia called on to her for assistance. They hired her to track down one of their most elusive criminals and the only person that Caitlyn could never catch. And the only clue this person ever left was a mysterious card with the letter C printed on it, which could only point to one person. So what exactly does it take to live the highly dignified life of a Caitlyn main? Well, for starters, you have to like playing as an ADC, which this role used to be one of my absolute favorites, and it was so much fun to play. I could play every game bot lane and never get sick of it. Until recently. I just haven't been enjoying this role as much lately. Everybody and their dog is out to destroy you. Even when someone builds complete tank, they're able to kill you. Plus, the 4-man gank parties that everybody seems to like hosting lately are just getting ridiculous. I mean, seriously people, some of us have to go to work in the morning, can you keep it down? But for me, the most important thing about being a Caitlyn main is that you have to have a particular interest in legs. Sure, there are people who are more into breasts, yeah, there are people who focus mainly on butts. There are even people that are into armpits. I mean, what the fuck is that? Look, I'm not judging you if you are or anything. You go ahead and live your life how you want to, but come on, man. They're stinky. No, what I'm talking about is the pinnacle of existence, a preference that only the highest of gentlemen takes an interest in. I'm talking, of course, about legs. Yeah, you see these? Yeah, the good stuff right here. This right here? Ooh, yeah, that's good. This right here? This is a 6-piece meal with a side of mashed potatoes. Look at this table. Why the fuck does it have so many legs? I mean, there's gotta be a reason, right? What? Oh. Okay, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, that's right, legs. Caitlyn's got them for days, so there's no reason to play any other champion, right? Wrong! So this is the first step in becoming a Caitlyn main, is to delve into the glorious ideals of thigh-theology. Once you have transcended into that state, you are ready to move on with your new lifestyle and become a Caitlyn main. The second thing you need to master is the art of right-clicking. Sure, Caitlyn has a few skill shots, she's got some traps, and an extremely long-range point-and-click ult. They didn't block it. Oh my god. But the one thing you will need to master is the sacred art of the right-click. You will need to right-click. You will need to right-click and cast abilities. You may even need to throw a few left-clicks in there before you right-click. So, to master this art, I've delved deep into the dark, sticky depths of the internet to find the hidden secrets on how to master the art of the right-clicking. And this is what I've found. Come here, you little squirrel. Oh, where's he going? Oh, he's going over here. Oh, squirrel. I'm gonna get you. You squirrel. Squirrel. Gotta get the squirrel. Oh, my whole life is revolved around getting the squirrel. And finally, we have the one aspect that brings all of these together. The one true aspect that will tie all other Caitlyn mains together in a bond of sexy British detectives. Though it may be small, no Caitlyn main is complete without it. It is the secret lifeblood to all Caitlyn mains, passed down from generation to generation, constantly evolving to any circumstances that the game may. Hats! It's hats. You gotta go out and you gotta get yourself a hat. You can't play Caitlyn unless you're wearing a hat. There have been studies showing that if you don't have a hat on, it's impossible to play Caitlyn. You just can't. She's not available. You motherfucker.
I'll see you later, bro.
It's alright, I still got him. Well, if you've gotten this far, then that means you've made it through the entire video and you are ready to become a Caitlyn main. Thank you guys for watching. Again, I am Dachnomaniac. I hope you had a really good time watching this video. I know I had tons of fun making it. If you haven't already subscribed to me, you can go ahead and do that below. And if you already have, well, then I love you.